Okay, I'm going to show you how to smoke connector all the way from CT, which is T side, which is nice and safe. I want to show you multiple smokes as well. So the first one I want to show you is very, very simple. You go to the corner over here and you literally aim at just this white line over there. You want to aim just basically over here or in the middle, a bit more to the right hand side. Simple as that. This one is very, very easy. This one I really, really like because you can make this safe. And you want it to pop on that second stairs. That way when you're crossing, there's no gaps. Remember, the lower it is, the more gaps there's going to be. Now, you see there's a gap on that side. Remember, when you're making the smoke, you always want the smokes to go like literally up on this stair, because otherwise you're going to keep a gap. So when I go back, I'm just going to show you how you can make it precise. And I'm just going to show you the other ones as well. So like this. You want to go here. Remember, all the way backed up against the wall. And we're going to jump through. And you see it just a little bit on the right hand side towards the middle. And that way, as you can see, it spoke the entire thing. So now, if I go across now, there's no gaps at all. And you can see even the top bit, like so. Okay, I'm going to show you how you can smoke connector very easily from spawn. Now this is very, very effective because you can launch it from spawn, and one of the most important things that I see with issues with people with smoking is that you leave a gap. You can see sometimes there's a gap there, but I'm going to show you how you can fix that. So there's a couple I'm going to go over. The first one I want to show you is one that is probably a bit more popular. Two of them, they start over here in this corner over there. So the first one is basically you aim just where this white tarp is, basically this coloration, and you just do a jump through. And this one is pretty good, but you got to make sure it's a bit accurate, because when you're coming upstairs, you don't want to get to the situation where you're coming up here and then someone can see you. So make sure you just get it full. But as you can see, there's no real gap. There's that tiny gap there that sometimes they can see, but that can be resolved if you move it ever so slightly to the right hand side. So just want to say, a lot of people are having issues with these smokes. They're saying, hey Neil, like they're not working out properly. You can see if I go just a bit off center now, okay, I'm going to show you how you can smoke connector all the way from T-spawn, which is very, very easy smoke. And the reason why I like this smoke is that it covers all the gaps. That's the most important thing. I'm going to show you a few different ways of doing this, but you want to make sure there's no gaps, because I know some of the smokes have a gap. You want to make sure there's no gaps at all, if any at all. So the first one I want to show you is you want to go over here to the corner. There's two that could be set up here. So the first one is you want to go into this corner and you see this white piece of tarp here. You want to basically aim just in the middle and you want to do a jump throw. And then what that will do is that will send the smoke to go up and it will bounce. And the most important thing is it'll bounce on that second and above that second stairs. If it bounces below, that's how you get the gap on the top. That's the first one you can do. Another one that you can do also is in the exact same slot as well, against the wall. It's where you can aim at this shadow here, so you can see there's like a piece of tarp. There's like a shadow where the shadow meets the line at the bottom. You can aim just over there and you can do a jump throw. and you can basically achieve the same thing. But I don't like this one too much. Sometimes this one is good, and I'll explain to you why I don't like it. It can be sometimes a bit inconsistent, and sometimes you can find sometimes these really small gaps, as you can see that gap over there. And that is why, although it's a very good smoke, there's nothing wrong with it, there is a couple of gaps sometimes you can see, and so on, depending on how it feels. Another one you can do is, let's just say, for example, if this, you can't do jump throws, you can do a left click throw here. So I'm just going to pretend, let's just say someone smoked this, or at the very least, imagine someone smoked, or let's just say someone's watching connector here. What you can do is literally come to this corner over here, up against this corner. As long as you're safe here, you can literally just aim at the satellite right in the middle. And you have some, you could get it wrong, it's not the end of the world. And that actually gives you the perfect smoke. If you can get to that situation, this one completely fills up the smoke, the way that it pops. And it even stops you from playing these little angles, and you have to fully peek out if you want to get that notice. So that is one as well. I'm just going to show you one last one from B apps. Go over here to B apps. And what you want to do is you want to go to this door. Now this isn't this door window, should I say here. Don't go into the middle of the shutter. You want to go more towards the right hand side of the shutter. Now, it's quite difficult. You're going to do a jump throw again, but you want to go straight up, basically, just straight up as possible. Now, can you see this? Have a look how it kind of aligns with that T side, with that little, the thing at the bottom of the screen, the orange thing aligns with that. And you literally want to align it, and you want to aim basically in between the middle. So in between these two over here, so literally aim it in between the middle. Now this one can be hard to get, because this one has to be perfected. But this is just one for the advantage. I think I might have just a bit more to the right. But you can see it's the same thing here. This is really good if you want to fake, or you pretend you're going short or something like that. But this one is pretty good. It doesn't, sometimes you can get a gap. It depends on how the bounce is. Got a bit fortunate this time, a bit to the right hand side. But a bit to the left, that is a perfect smoke. And if you're down over here, let's say you're under, for example, like here, this one's pretty easy. If you're worried about having a peek, you can always, for example, crouch, and then you can throw your smoke into the gap. But one thing I would say is just be careful, because you can hit that wall as well. So just be very careful if you are going to throw that smoke, because you don't want to hit that wall area. And you want to be careful, because if you do that smoke, you don't want to go too much. Or you can just do the typical one, where you just literally go this, and you can just left click over here, and then just smoke at that side, because you don't need the top to be gone. And that is pretty much it. That is how you smoke connector from multiple places. And just one more. You can do one from Palace, but to be honest, it's probably not needed, because you want to smoke this side anyway. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.